Welcome back to rTech. In today's video, we're going to review the new dual dashcam from iZeeker. It's called the GD300, and we're going to compare it with another brand and see how well it does. So welcome back once again. So this is the iZeeker GD300 front and inside dashcam. So this is special because it's got two cameras, one which faces the front windscreen and there's one which faces inside the car. Comes in this nice black box, and there's nothing much written on it on most of the sides except for one of these sides where it says front and interior view. It's a dual dashcam, 1080p full HD, built-in infrared lights for the car video camera, and it's got a parking monitor. So it's a simple box. Let's open it and find out what's inside. Okay, inside you have a user manual, as most of the other dashcams do also, and looks like a nice manual. It's not just a piece of paper. Set this aside. There's also a quick starter guide. Lets you set this up quickly. And it's very simple to use. Yep, so this should be useful as well. And this one's called the GD300. So there's a small soft plastic bag, and that has the camera. So this is the GD300 from iZeeker. The front lens is actually protected with plastic film. It doesn't mention what company the lens is made from, so it's not a Sony lens, Sony sensor either. It's a generic lens, and it's got a 170-degree wide-angle lens, which is good. At the back, there's another camera, and this records your passengers or the interiors of the car. This is also a full HD cam. And this thing looks very well built. It's also movable, and you can actually swell it in any direction you want it to face. And that's the protective screen, which is a little tiny, but nevertheless there is a screen. At the bottom you have a mic, you have a reset button, and you also have the SD card slot. So this one I heard can support up to 128 gigs of memory on an SD card. What makes me like this, in fact, this particular dashcam has USB-C, and that is what makes this really special. There's also a GPS antenna option, which most of the dashcams come with, but no one uses, but there is an option for that. I was a little surprised when I plugged it on the first time because everything was in Chinese, so I had to go and change the language. It's also got this option to make it work like a PC webcam. I tried, but the website did not have any drivers. There you can see when I turn it on, there is the interior camera with the 4 infrared LEDs on 4 corners. So let's see what else is in the box. Okay, so this is another tightly packed box. You have maybe a meter long USB-C cable. B should also have a glass mount. So this is like one of those standard mounts where you can take off the camera quickly if you want to. There's also a pry tool, never used one, and the USB-C charging cable, which goes to your 12-volt socket. And that's also got a USB port on it, and I'm guessing that's backlit. So the cable's pretty long. I think it's as on par with any other charging cable. So this one takes about 1.6 amps. So you should have about 7 items totally in the box approximately. And here's the menu in English. So I'm going to run it in record mode, and I'll just show you the menu quickly. So it's very simple to use. So you have these 4 options on the main screen. What interests me is the settings. So under the camera settings, you can change the resolution, go picture-in-picture mode because it has 2 cameras. You can put it on or off. You can reduce the resolution. Loop recording timeline is 3 minutes standard. You can change it if you want to. There's an auto off option as well. You can select motion detection in case you think that's useful. It's got a gravity sensor. Suppose your car's parked and someone's actually nicking it, it might be able to take a screenshot of that as well. And that sensor can be adjusted. And there's also a parking guard, of course. There's a headlight warning option on this one, which means once you finish your journey and you don't turn off your headlights and the camera detects that the light's on, it can give you a warning. I don't know how useful that is, but yeah, that's there as well. And there are other things like frequency settings, GPS. I'm just going to keep everything on, even though I don't have any of these things. You can adjust the date and time. And this menu is very similar to one of the other dash cams that I have, and I think all of them have the same starting sound. And yeah, apart from that, you have these other settings to format your memory card. You can put your vehicle registration number in, and yeah, it's quite easy to learn. So I bought a couple of memory cards for this purpose as well. So they don't send you a memory card with this camera. I'm just going to see how to fix this up. Yep, and this is just a slide-in mechanism. Once you push it in and you just slide it in, you should be good to go. Putting the SD card, 32 GB in it. And once you put this in the car, you'll notice that the USB port is actually backlit, so which is nice. I'm going to compare this with another camera which I already have side by side. So I have an Apeman camera inside, and that has a Sony lens on it. So it has a bigger screen because it's a traditional camera, whereas this one's just a different type of camera. So just took a small drive round and just let you guys decide how good the quality is in the morning. It's a cloudy day, but the camera looks pretty good actually. So the camera looks pretty standard. There's no add of color, or there's no dynamic contrast added. It's just pretty much flat looking. And as the light started depleting, you'll notice that slightly tends to get grainier, this film. So it's still there's a little bit of light left on the horizon. We move into the late evening. You should see that it's actually getting a little more grainier, the film. So here's the shot when it's about late evening, and I put a side-by-side comparison of an Apeman 1080p camera, which has a Sony sensor on the left side, and I'm comparing that with an iZeeker GD300. You notice that the brightness is much higher on the iZeeker. So it does tend to give you a lot more detail in lower light, but at the expense of more grains. The headlights are actually on. It's pretty dark here. I think it still looks bright on the cameras though. I think the Sony one is a little more, the Apeman with the Sony lens is a little more smoother, the film. Quality of picture is slightly different as well. So this one's a little more grainier, but it's a lot brighter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And in case you're looking to buy one of these, I'll leave links in the description below. You can have a look at it. One thing where this camera shines is that it's got a camera which can record the interiors of the car, so that's actually nice. So if you are out with a group of friends, or you want to just record what's happening inside the car, or if you're a cab driver, this can really help you. So that is something that this camera has. The GD300 has two cameras and one's inside the car, so which is amazing, and it records both simultaneously and both at 1080p, so full HD. It's amazing. And it's got night vision. And when it's completely dark and it's also raining, and you can see that the quality of the iZeeker is pretty decent on those roads which are decently lit. Let me know what you guys think. I feel that this has great value. It's unique because it's got these two camera modules built into one, and the price point is also pretty good. Do check their links out, and if you like them, go ahead and buy them. It's probably worth the money. So that's my review on the GD300 iZeeker Dashcam. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave your comments below. In case you liked the video, please do hit the like button, and do consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. Share the video with your friends, whoever's looking for a dashcam. This is a goodbye. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you on the next one. Bye.